Welcome campers. In today's video we're going to be doing a rig walk around of my 1996 Jeep Cherokee and all of its upgrades, all of our camera gear, cooking equipment, and everything we take on our overland adventures. Stay tuned. The tent we decided to go with was the Trailhead Rooftop tent by Tough Stuff Overland. It comfortably sleeps me, the wife, and the dog with no issues. Expect a full review soon. In our tent, usually we store 2 wool blankets, 2 pillows, and a sleeping bag, along with extended iPhone charging cords and USB extenders to reach down to our USB ports to charge our phones during the night. And during the winter season, we usually keep hand warmers and we bring our little buddy heater along. And the light we keep in the tent is the Goal Zero Crush light. When we go camping, we bring 3 bins with us. The first bin has all of our cooking gear along with our pans, our French press, and our JetBoil. The second bin, we usually just have all of our food in it so it doesn't get smashed and we keep it protected. And our third bin, we have all of our recovery gear, our tools, everything for us to shower, a hammock, and our air compressor. The best stove we ever have used has been the Camp Chef Rainier, along with our cooking kit that helps us stay creative with what we make at camp. We also have a JetBoil to help us make oatmeal in the morning or for that much needed coffee to help us wake up. The season we're in usually dictates what gear we bring. During the summer, we don't bring a lot since it's already nice and warm out. But during the winter, we bring a lot more blankets and clothing, so we have a much more enjoyable trip. We went with the Dometic 75-liter dual zone fridge. It's more than enough for what we need for our camping trips, but we decided to go overkill for those longer hauls that we have planned out in the future. To power all the accessories in the Jeep, I have a dual battery setup. The first part of my setup is I have a 100-watt Renogy panel that I have connected to a charge controller that runs to the auxiliary battery while we're at camp and camping for the weekend. And while we're on the road and the trail, I have the Blue Sea Systems ACR battery connector that connects the starter battery to the auxiliary battery to keep them both fully charged until we stop at camp. And in the cargo area, we have 2 Blue Sea Systems panels, one with a voltmeter, both with USB ports, and each with a 12-volt port. And for communication on the trail, we have a Baofeng radio. But in the future, we want a Garmin InReach 2-way messenger for when we get a little bit more remote. In the back of the Jeep, right on top of our battery box and next to it is where we keep our individual first aid kit, our boo-boo kit, and our camera box. In our first aid kit, we have a boo-boo kit, and then we have a more comprehensive IFAK kit along with our dog first aid kit, some ace bandage, and we also have a individual first aid kit in the center console of the Jeep. And for camera gear, we have a Pelican style hard case that holds our microphones, our DJI Pocket 2, our DJI Mavic Air 2 drone, and our GoPro. I think the 3 things we keep in mind when it comes to choosing our gear is it needs to be compact, it needs to be lightweight, and it needs multiple uses since we're in a vehicle-based overlanding system and we don't have a trailer yet. On the Jeep, I have a 4.5-inch rough country short arm lift along with the Fox 2.0 reservoir shocks to absorb all those bumps. On Victoria, we have the KC Flex Pods along the roof rack and on the front bumper. Then we have a 9,500 pound Smitty-built winch along with the Factor 55 Pro Link. And underneath the Jeep, we have the Iron Rock Off-Road 1-ton crossover steering with our Fox steering stabilizer. And under the hood, we have plenty of upgrades also, like an external transmission cooler, a 3-row all-aluminum radiator, and an upgraded alternator and wiring system. And to complement the flex pods on the front of Victoria, we have the KC RGB rock lights on the bottom of the vehicle, and then we have our amber KC Cyclone chase light. And for the rear axle, we had a local shop put in a Ford 8.8 with the Spartan locker. We also have 488 gears front and rear to help us with the hills and for any obstacle off-road. I would say the best changes to our camp setup had to have been the tent and the fridge. You can't beat sleeping comfortable at night and not having to deal with melted ice the next day. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and watch some of our other videos. And if you have any questions about the Jeep and its upgrades, any of the equipment we use, or our tent, please post in the comments section. Thank you.